What's up YouTube? Welcome back to Hardy Gardening. So in this video I just want to do a quick update on what's been going on, why I haven't posted in so long, and I am going to be getting back to it here. The reason I've been gone, I injured my back. I've had been stuck in bed for about 3 months with a back injury, and then I had to have surgery. I'm finally able to walk and sit for short periods of time. So I'm still getting gardening stuff done. I mostly have to have my fiance or friends or family help me out doing it all, but we are getting there. I am able to sit and edit videos periodically here. I have to do it in a few sittings, but I can do a little bit now, so I'm going to try and get some videos out. We had recorded things while I was stuck in bed, so my fiance had recorded planting some pepper seeds and tomato seeds and a few other things, so I'm gonna put those videos out. I'm not gonna stick with my weekly thing for the old videos. I'm just gonna try and edit them and put them out day by day. There'll only be a couple, but yeah, so in this video I'm just gonna show you what I got going on in my grow tent. So I got a lot of things started in here. Because I'm not the one that was taking care of it, a few things kind of got not taken care of the best, just because my fiance is not as familiar with it, but I'm still very grateful she helped me out, and things are going to do great regardless. Mostly it's just the tomatoes. I had a humidity issue in here where it was getting way too humid. I got extra fans now. I had to throw some of the tomato plants out because I had some mold, but I still got way too many. So I'm just going to unclip you here and I'll show you around in here what we got going on. Alright, so as you can see, I got a lot of pepper plants. So these are all in 4-inch pots here. I got every range of pepper from sweet to extremely hot. So they're all kind of just mixed up in here right now, but they're all doing really good. I got lots of flowers coming on some of them. A few of them already have fruits. Here I got some my onion starts. So they're a little crispy on the tips and they haven't been trimmed down in a while, but it won't be long till they're going outside anyway. So once they're gonna go out, I'm gonna trim these tops. They're just too close to the light, that's why they got crispy on top. But other than that, I'm sure they're gonna do okay. They're still nice and green in the centers. We'll trim these tops off. We have been trimming them anyways, just to keep them from getting too tall. Here is my little hydroponics that I had going on. Some of them, I had way too many. There was too much stuff for my fiance to take care of in here. She was doing her best, but she was just not as familiar with it as I am. So some of the things got root rot and we just had to get rid of them. Not a big deal because I needed room in here anyways, and I was planning on getting rid of them. She felt bad about it, but she shouldn't. So this is the beast. I still got those purple Buena Mulatas. They're doing good. Down here on the next shelf down, I got a bunch of different kinds of tomatoes. So I had about 20 tomato plants that we started, I think, or actually I think it was 40 tomato plants we had started, and I overseed always, so I plant more seeds in each cell than not just one. And my mom and my fiance felt bad about trimming them back or thinning them out, cutting some so there was just one in each cell. So I ended up with about 70 tomato plants. So not really sure. I'm giving some to my neighbor and some friends and family, but there's probably still going to be way too many. But whatever I can't get rid of, I'm just going to plant it, and if they're too close, they're too close, and we'll see what we get. As I said, I already had to throw 12 of them away, but yeah, got tomatoes here. I got more peppers, so I got about 90 pepper plants. I know that sounds crazy, and it is. But you can see I got little peppers forming on some of them. So that's a little Buena Mulata, I'm pretty sure. Got lots of flowers. I got a few plants in here for my friend. He's got some broccoli, jalapenos, I got some herbs down here, so that's thyme and rosemary. That over there is Edo's. I've never grown it before. We just had some in our cupboard because we eat it with soup, and they were sprouting, so we just decided to plant it and see what happens. I got okra back there. Got 3 okra plants. They look like they're doing pretty good. I've never grown that before either. And then my super hots. If you've seen the previous video, one of the previous videos about my super hots I planted those in January. So they've been moved into 1-gallon pots. So there's 10 of them. And some of them are getting huge. Look at the stalk on this thing. It's about 1/2 inch thick, if you can't tell. But they're doing good. They're flowering. Some of them are getting real big, getting ready to go outside. I got some in here. So these are cucumber, cabbage, butternut squash, cucamelon, and watermelon in there that I just started about a week ago. What else? Our celery down there. So it's getting probably too big for its pot too. Everything's getting overgrown in here. But that's okay. We're getting close to when we can take stuff outside. But things are looking healthy. That's my calamansi is flowering. I don't really know anything about calamansi, so I don't know if I'm going to get fruits on it or not. It kind of lost a lot of its leaves, but it's looking healthier than it was, and it's growing new leaves now, so hopefully it'll come back. And then I got a tea plant here. So this is Camellia sinensis for growing tea, green tea, black tea, you name it. So I'm excited to try growing that in here. So that's really about it for this video anyways. I just wanted to keep it brief, just show you what I got going on. I got carrots, peas, lettuce, radish, and beets already planted in the ground. So I'm going to do a brief video on that coming up soon. Just if anybody wants some information on that, I'll do a quick video on it. Those are your cool weather crops that you want to get in the ground right about now. So I'm not past the last frost date yet where I live, so that's coming up in probably about 2 weeks still. So we tend to get everything out around the 1st of June into the garden. Onions can go out a little sooner, but for our peppers and tomatoes, we're looking at the first week of June is when I want to get those out. Last time I put them out at the end of May, and then we had some freezing rain and frost, and I couldn't bring that many plants back inside, especially the ones that are planted in ground. We're going to bring them out around the start of June. First week of June is when I want to get everything outside. So following day after this video, it'll be tomorrow, I'm going to post a video on how to prune your raspberries. So it's going to be a quick guide on just a really easy guide. I've seen a lot of raspberry videos that are just overly complicated on how to prune your raspberries each year. It's the easiest thing ever, guys. So catch that video coming up tomorrow. And thank you guys for subscribing and sticking around with the channel. I am going to keep going on a weekly basis after I get a few of the videos I already have filmed out. Stick around to see some of those. And as always, if you guys like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. It really will help the channel out. I want this channel to grow, to help as many people as possible, to see that you don't have to be an expert. You don't have to have a green thumb to grow some food for your family in your yard. It's really easy. You don't have to make it too complicated. Even things in here, these onions don't look too great right now, but we'll get some onions and they'll be good. Feed the family, cook with. Peppers are looking great. Tomatoes are looking mediocre, probably, I'd say. Not as good as they did last year, but that's okay too. Once they get outside, they'll grow. they'll do great. They'll give us some tomatoes. So just don't stress, guys, about your gardening. You don't have to worry about things not doing as good, because regardless of how good you are at it, you'll always have things each year that don't do as good as you hoped, just because of different weather conditions, raining too much or not enough, getting too hot or not hot enough. Everything's up and down, but you can do it. Thanks for watching Hardy Gardening. Catch me in the next video to see how to prune your raspberries. Thanks, guys.